in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, the world premiere. Goosebumps. You will beware. You're in for a scare.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boo Shakalaka podcast. We are here for episode 6 of Goosebumps called Night of the Living Dummy. I'm your host, Tiffany, and I am joined with my co-host, Pierre.
Quincy, ooyah!
What?
Quincy, ooyah!
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go with it. Okay. All right. So, guys, I was so excited for this episode. I'm Slappy's #1 fan. Kamanu Adade Dua. I don't know exactly what he says, but
Ade due dambula.
give me the power, I beg of you. De the mercier de Chaillot. I do know that one.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
that'll be another podcast because my knowledge on the Chuckster is very in depth. But we start this episode. So recap of the last one, the kids saw their parents come outside and they're like, oh, our parents killed somebody. And then Nathan comes up and he's going to basically tell them the secret of what's in the case. So we go inside the Biddle house and Nathan is acting super weird yet again, always offering somebody a drink. We have hot cocoa. I'm like, what's the weather? What's going on out here in Port Lawrence, Washington, Alaska, and or Maine?
Okay. And so he decides to tell them a story. It becomes Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And so they all willingly sit down and he's like, let me tell you a story. And so we get shot back.
Wait, one first. They all come into the house and Isaiah says, Mr. Bratt, how do you have that case?
Hey.
I think that was the only time he cracked the whole episode, but how do you have that case?
I only had like 5 lines this episode, so I was banking on him not to.
How do you have that case? It was there. But anywho, we are at a flashback.
1925, New York City. Ephraim. Terrible name. Ephraim.
You don't like Ephraim?
No.
Okay.
Ugh.
The whole time I was watching it without subtitles the first time, and the whole time I kept writing affirm as his name. And then when the subtitles came, I was like, oh, let me go fix that. So they're in New York.
That was pretty good. And so he's basically a terrible magician, terrible tricks. The bird trick with different color birds. Like, sir, are you even trying? Struggling, terrible musician in New York. And so he goes to, I don't know what you call it, a consignment shop. I don't know.
It's Mr. Sardo's magic shop, like on Are You Afraid of the Dark? Sardo! No Mr. accent on the dough. Do you remember
that? The nostalgia that just came over me. See, I wonder if that actor's still alive.
Oh my gosh, let me look him up.
Oh my God.
I wonder what his name is.
Mr. Accent on it. Like, that is Oscar-worthy performance.
Amazing. That's why he was a reoccurring character in that show.
Literally. And so he goes in there trying to buy a better act, basically, like better things for his act. And she's all like, girl, this stuff is too expensive for you. And he like, but I got some quarters. And she like, it's going to take at least 3. He was like, I only got 2 quarters.
She told him to go to the 9-cent store. When I tell you I laughed out loud and rewound, I said, the 9-cent store?
It was 1925. So that was expensive back then.
Oh my. Could you imagine how much change was holding people's pants down? How rusty their pockets were all the time.
That's back when Coca-Cola had Coke in it. And so
delicious.
He can't afford anything, and so he sees a case that whispers to him. And so he's like, what about that case? And apparently it's worth $2 because he buys it. And so he brings it home and he's like, look, I got this doll and I don't like wooden dolls. Like, I can take Chucky because he's plastic and I don't like ventriloquist dummies. And so he has Slappy there and his wife is like, we about to be broke. Let me go. She's talking about take a bath in some hot water. I'm like, girl, don't you have to warm it up anyway? Like, what kind of, I don't remember the plumbing in 1925, but she talking about hot water. I'm like, girl, you gonna have to sit there and wait for about 45 minutes before it get hot.
She probably gonna have to burl it first. Are you familiar with what Slappy looked like on the original Goosebumps?
No, that's why, because I thought it was just like a little, like a little bitty doll, like something you could like hold in your hand with one hand. I didn't know it was like a full-fledged ventriloquist doll.
Yeah, it was like very, very large. But like the whole time I was looking at new Slappy, I was like, why he got Jackson 5 nostrils? His nose is so flared. Like, who designed this? I just wanted to like throw paper see if I can make it into his nose. It's just so weird. But he buys this case, and his wife is like, "Why didn't you go get, a real job? Is this the Great Depression time?" Which might be possible. So it's like he's just trying to find other outlets instead of going to work in somebody's mind.
It's the 1920s, so it should be booming right now. It's right before the Great Depression.
Oh, okay.
Like they should be,
1920s, 25. That's right before World War I. Look, I don't know.
This is, Great Gatsby time. So yeah, Jay-Z is this is his time.
Jay-Z in his 40/40 club.
Yeah, and so he goes to his show. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm skipping ahead. And so why did I write Biddle Senior? So Ephraim, he reads Slappy's incantation. Double, double, toil and trouble. And he goes to his show.
Num your horenge kill. That is like my number one no rule in surviving a horror movie. Do you regularly pick up things and read them out loud? Or do you just read it silently to yourself?
Powers of the witches rise, course unseen across the skies. Come to us who call you near. Come to us who settle here. No, I do not. I wouldn't even read his name, honestly. He's talking about, oh, his name's Slappy. I would have named him like
Randy Jackson.
I was gonna say, what am I? Who was? No, who? Ooh, come on. Who's the guy who tricked everybody into painting the fence for him?
I don't know.
The book, Huckleberry, Tom Chuckleberry.
Tom Sawyer?
Thank you. I would have named it Tom. I would name it Tommy Boy Sawyer or something.
Tom Chuckleberry. What the hell?
It's been a long time. But I would have named him, something random. I'm not going to read the name and be like, oh, his name is Slappy. Like, no, his name is whatever I call him.
He's a businessman. He wears a suit. You would think he would change his name from Slappy to something else, right? Unless it's like an acronym for something. Ooh, what could it be an acronym for? Supernatural. Okay, well, for L. Large.
Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Puppet.
Uh-huh.
No, apothecary, practicing, puppet, yo mama. Why did you make me do that? Like
supernatural, Slappy, large, practicing puppet, yo mama.
It's not even like Slappy don't even hit for what he is. Like, I don't know.
So in the original Goosebumps, Slappy was up, jumping up, dancing, and cutting up. He even had a wife in an episode.
I'm glad none of that happened yet.
They have Bride of Slappy.
And so he goes to his act, he's trying to make some money. And, of course, he starts sucking. And then all of a sudden, Slappy comes to life. And Slappy's chick is basically just making fun of the ventriloquist. And so
reading Ephraim to him.
Yeah, can't even think of a good read, but he gave it to him. You poor, you fat, you dumb, you ugly, all that stuff.
You so dumb, you thought a quarterback was a refund.
You throwback and you old. And so he becomes a hit. And so he starts making a lot of money. He's dressing nice. He's all groomed now. We don't see the wife no more, so I'm guessing he just got rid of her for some hoes. And so his agent comes in like, hey, we ain't making no money. We need to do this, this, and this. And he like, no, I need to do this, this, and this. Basically, he's doing whatever Slappy tells him, and that goes against what the agent is trying to tell him. And so he loses his mind, and Slappy's like, say the spell. Say the spell. And so
I got the spell. It's Adana Minu Sanarab Kudarash.
So yeah, he says Azarath Methrion Zenthos, and the agent turns into a doll. Is that I'm guessing like a puppet? Like he
just gets really fat cheeks. So thinking like it's like a little Botox, little rose color on his cheek.
So the agent turns into Kirby and is sent into into the Lost Forest.
You know,
he's sent into Nintendo World, and eventually Super Smash Bros. World. So that's a whole nother spinoff. And so, then apparently Slappy wants him to do something. I don't understand Slappy's plan. He wants like the building to set on fire. I don't know.
So Slappy said, "I made your ass rich. Now you need to read this incantation." So Ephraim was like, "Okay, you did do that. You did that. So you're not that bitch, but you did that little thing, that right there. You did that little thing." So Ephraim starts reading it, and while he's reading it, he gets a vision of like total destruction of fire and brimstone, you know, and he hears people screaming. So he instantly stops reading it, and he tells Slappy, you know, I can't do this. And Slappy was like, "Bitch, I made you. Bitch, I made you. You wouldn't be nothing without me. Nothing." So he locks Slappy into the infamous case that everybody has been looking for this whole time. And then boom, 2 weeks later, he's in Port Lawrence. I'm like, okay, so y'all left the UK no, they were in New York City. I'm sorry. So they left New York City and went to Maine, Alaska, or Washington State. I'm not sure which one.
The fact that it's so broad, that's where he went in 2 weeks. And so
must have traveled by boat.
Stop it. And so
he went all the way to New York. He went to the Atlantic. You think he went down, you know, through the Panama Canal, or you think he went up above Canada? What are we thinking?
I want to say he went through Canada.
Okay,
he went through Canada. He went to Canada, impregnated Drake's mom, and here we are. And so he gets to his amazing house, and I forgot what what did the real estate agent call it? There's a name for it.
She called it a lodge.
Okay, a lodge. Because he's gonna start a bed and breakfast, and he goes in there, and basically he stores Slappy behind a brick wall.
Brick wall.
Shack attack. Now you need a tic tac. Never mind. Take it back, girl. You need a whole pet. And
brick wall used to be my favorite diss to somebody when they're talking. You put your hand in their face. Brick wall.
Like, you can't do that these days. And he's like, Slappy, you about to go behind this brick wall. Slappy like, don't worry about it, because one thing about it, I'm gonna get me another man, because I know that I will find a man one day, a man who will give me everything and honor him, and I'm gonna give him the same in return. And so, speed up. And so,
well, I think Ephraim ends up dying from loneliness, because he left his wife for a doll that he was not screwing. You know, Slappy could have at least given a hand job.
Why did I know you were going to say that? Anywho, and so I had to put this in the notes just because it happened a lot. So basically the kids keep interrupting him, and they keep asking questions like, wait, how long is this story? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know if they were trying to do comedic relief, but they just keep interrupting Nathan while he's telling the story. So I just put that in my notes. And then we get a flash forward. See how I keep coming up? Somebody. No, shout out to the person who caught the flash forward reference and who told me in person about it, because you're old. And so, flash forward is 1993?
Child, I don't know. I was alive. So
1993. I was not alive. I was not alive yet. I was just like a little.
You were a little tickle in your pappy sack.
Yes. And so we get introduced to the Biddles, and we're in Port Lawrence, Maine, Washington, Alaska. Dreamland. And so we find out that the reason Harold is the way he is because his mom is Pam from Step Brothers. I was
But his family, his mom and dad are really, really loving to him. Like he
yes.
was fine. They do give us like a little story about like we hope that what happened at the last school doesn't happen here. So I'm gonna assume maybe Harold was bullied
He was
or
bullied.
something of that nature.
He was bullied because he tried to be All American Rejects before All American Rejects. And so they made fun of him for his haircut. I don't know. He was probably masturbating in class. A lot of
Harold,
things.
stop trying to make fetch happen.
It's not going to happen. And so that's what happened. He was friends with Regina George, and she thought he was gay, and so she started a bunch of rumors, and so he had to move. Um, and so he has a container of worms with him, so that's a thing. He was already with the worms before he even got here. And so what I'm getting from his parents at this point is they just don't want him to go through the same bullying that he went through at the other school, which that humanizes it for me because I can understand where the parents are coming from. Like, we just had to move. Like, we had to literally pack up our lives. This is shade towards Sarah. I'm not sure. No, this is shade towards Colin. We had to pack up our lives to move to another city because you were getting bullied.
To
And we did.
protect our
Yes.
child. Mhm.
So we do not want you to do anything to cause the bullying to happen again because at this point we've already spent our life savings. You're not going to college, Harold. So
No. So the house was passed down like a collection plate.
oh, see, I thought they had. I'm just thinking that they had to spend money to move. So
No, so she says that Ephraim was her grandfather. The mother, Ephraim was her
so
grandfather.
it was just
She
a
said
move of convenience.
correct. And so she said she never met him at all. So she is, so she never met him. They move into the house, and his dad ends up giving him a camera, try to get him to explore other interests instead of, worms.
Yeah, he
Or
calls him
being
Hair
all
Bear.
American reject. And then we go to the school, and Biddle meets Sarah and Nora at Photo Club signups. I told you it was called Photo Club.
I'm so mad it was called Photo Club. Because when I tell you he meets Sarah and Sarah is the baddest thing walking in that school, I was like, I get it. I'm talking
Hair luxurious.
like Sarah is like I get why all y'all dated her in the group. Like Sarah is bad as hell. I would have gone on a murder spree as well. And so she does, he introduces himself all awkwardly and she takes his picture with the camera. I wrote that down because I feel like that might come up later. Because I'm like, oh, what's going on here? She's the first person to take the picture with the camera.
Ooh, so now I'm wondering, did those things happen to the kids, to them too?
We got to ask questions. We have to ask questions. And so he joins the photo club and they start getting to know each other. And she's like, they're in the dark room.
There we go.
And and I was about to say the AV room. And they're in the dark room. And she's like, you should come to this party. I'm gonna throw a party. And anybody who's ever seen a high school movie, you're either about to get bullied or you're gonna have a good time. And so she's like,
but guess what? Harold gets either.
She's like, come to the party. And he's like, but your friends are like cool and like popular. And she's like, well, I'm going to be a messy ass bitch and I'm going to tell you all their business. See, Sarah is that pretty. I knew you had a flaw. Because I'm like, is that really how you want to bond with him? You can't just say, no, they'll be nice to you. I promise. You can't just be like, hey guys, be nice to him. He's new here. Like you had to tell them all their business. I was like, okay, Sarah.
Yeah, that was very, very interesting. But we'll get to that. So, he shows her his photos, his stupid photos, and he says he wants to be different. Pictures of a mask, picture of worms, picture of a camera. And she's like, oh my God, this is so interesting. You're so cool. I love it. And we're just like, okay. So he gets home and he's dancing. He has like a little dancing montage while he's getting ready for the party. And then we just skip to a commercial break and we come back and the dad's like, hey, son, how was the party? And Biddle just looks at him. You didn't go, did you?
Yeah, because he dresses disgusting. Honestly, with everything he tried on, if he came to my house, I'd be like, are you a drifter? Because I was like, why are you? But he had too many layers on. Like, why are you have a button up, a tuck-in button-up shirt with a vest on?
In Washington State, Alaska, or Maine.
He had on a vest. Like,
oh,
he can't sit with us. So he didn't go. And his dad don't make it no better. Because he's like, yeah, I'm sorry your son's a loser. And he's like, you are a fucking loser. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, Jesus.
It's a lot. And then, of
And so
course,
he
yeah.
goes crazy. And I've been telling you, what have I been saying? He has a temper because he's just like, Sarah will never like me. And then he just like throws stuff. And he throws stuff at the wall enough to like break the brick. And I'm like, Harold.
Terrible
They-
construction. Terrible construction.
Maybe they didn't have therapy back then, but I was just like, Harold, come on now. And so he breaks the brick wall. And what happens? He goes in and he's like, what's in here? Because I'm going to search inside the wall because I wouldn't because I'd assume there are rats in there.
Correct.
And so he does. He find old dirty old rat. He find old Slappy up in there.
And of course, he takes a little incantation, doctrination out of his little vest he had on. See, Slappy like vest too. And he reads the spell, and of course, Slappy comes back to life. And he's headed out to go back to class, or I'm sorry, he's headed out to go to school, and he has Slappy with him, and his parents are like, whoa, 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 what you doing with that? He's like, oh, I'm taking
First
him.
of all,
We have an assignment in my theater class, and the parents are like, you look like a fucking loser if you take a doll. This is what happened last time. You don't want to be a loser. You look like a loser. Like, they were reading him, and I was like, they could have a little bit more
sensitive. He scared his mom to death. He scared his mom to death with that doll first. So I think that made it worse.
I don't know. I feel like that part just happened really fast because it's like your son is exploring new interests, and you act like you're there to support him, but you saw that it was a ventriloquist doll, and you're like, hell no. And he's like, well, it's for theater, and I'm like, this makes sense. This all
does. That's why. So what was it? Okay, see, maybe that's the part because I was like, that's why I'm assuming that it was about a money thing because I'm like, why are they so hard on him? Like, he's really not as much of a loser as like the show is trying to paint. Like, the worms is weird, yeah, but him bringing a ventriloquist doll to a theater, like, what else is he supposed to do? Sing, dance, tap dance? Like, what?
Especially that stupid act we saw before he went on stage.
Don't do Glenn Ross.
Flipping mind. You're out of your flipping mind.
Mother flipper. And oh, God.
I have had it with these mother flipping snakes on this mother flipping plane. I was like, I'm so glad the teacher ran up there and said, get y'all asses off this damn stage. What the hell?
So he goes up there and he tries to do, mind you, everybody who has this doll is terrible at being a ventriloquist because I'm like, your mouth is moving.
He didn't even practice. That's like me saying, all right, I'm about to go on the stage and do a roundhouse, backhand spring, double tuck, flip, and step out, and turn. And I never practiced it.
But front hand spring, step out, round off, backhand spring, step out, round off, backhand spring, full twisting layout.
I knew you would know it. Just bring it on, Junior.
You know.
I moved here from Los Angeles. Your school has no gymnastics. This is the last resort.
And so he goes on stage and he's sucking. And so gotta give a shout out to William Chris Sumter. The strike is over. I need to see you in every project, sir. Every project.
Media
with those high cheekbones. And so he is like, you suck, like he want to get his ass beat. Cause I'm cause you really too small. No shade, Chris. You really too small to be talking to me like that. I feel like he taller than me. Like, boy, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so he insults him, and that's when Slappy, Electra, I do not give you my blessing. I give you what a brave.
Hold my drink. Hold on, let me take a sip first. And read. But what's so crazy is, when did he like?
Come on, say it.
Did Biddle have Sarah on speakerphone where she was dishing out all this information about her friends? How did Slappy know all of this?
Wait, no, we're too ahead. You're too ahead. Back up. Because when
okay, yeah, okay, right. So for this one, everybody thinks he's cool, and like, boom, he's in the in crowd, and he's hanging out with everybody, and everything's good to go, except for Nora, who walks in on Slappy and Harold Biddle having a conversation, and Nora's like, "Oh hell no!" She runs out and she tells Sarah what she saw, and Sarah's like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you okay?" She's very supportive, but of course she does not believe her. But
Well, because it came out of nowhere. Like, I understand you're freaked out because you saw the doll talking by himself, but she just immediately was like, the doll's evil. And there was no real evidence. Like, maybe there's something supernatural, maybe there's something weird, but just to go straight to evil, I'm like, Nora, like, you 10 steps ahead. We ain't even got to the evil part yet.
like me with
Like,
this podcast recording.
yeah, because so we have to talk about the flirting because Harold is like, hey Sarah, you going to winter formal? And she's like, no, wait.
Are
No,
you going to
hold on.
winter formal with Ben?
Yeah, and she's like, Ben's not my boyfriend. We just did a little. And he's like, oh, well, I want to get all up in that. And she's like, well, I mean, you can. I mean, what's up? And so yeah, there's just a lot of tension. So yeah, her name, I'm guessing Sarah's gonna be. I thought it would be Nora, who was the one that he had a thing with, but clearly it's Sarah.
Well,
But
yeah, she was
okay,
written all in his burn book, remember?
but I don't know because Nora acts like she. Ugh. So
I don't see how
she
Nora's in this friend group.
and so Harold's parents apparently hear him talking to Slappy at night because that's what he does. And so basically Slappy has been telling Harold that, they're not really his friends. He can't trust Sarah, and basically warping his mind. And so when he goes to bring the doll to school the next day, because apparently that's just his thing, like he has to have the doll with him to be popular, even though they already thought he was popular because of the first act.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, but whatever. And so they're like, you got to leave him home. And so he like, I'm not leaving my dog home with y'all hoes. I don't trust y'all. Not for y'all fingers to be all up in his mouth. And so they're like, you know what? No, we're not moving again. Leave the doll here and focus on Sarah. They just keep focusing on this one girl, like he don't have other friends, but they keep like focusing on Sarah. And so he says, let me tell you hoes something. God may have blessed you with Barbies, a pony, and a boyfriend named Jake, and an unwanted pregnancy that your father paid to terminate so you can go to college and major in being a basic bitch. None of those things make you a woman. And so Harold's daddy's like, do not talk to your mother like that. and so he does the classic high school I hate you thing. And so he quote unquote goes to school. And so what do these hoes do? These some parents I can't stand because they just, again, y'all just, they do too much. And so they just throw Slappy in the fire. Like they go from 0 to 10 very quickly. They just throw him in the fire and they're like, we'll just tell him it was an accident. And I'm just like, really? Like it just went very like, we have to use Chucky as a reference. Like they didn't start trying to burn Chucky until towards the end of the film. Like, like they took time with Andy. Like it was like, okay, Andy, like chill out. Like they just went and straight threw him in the fire. So
it would make sense if Slappy like was talking to them or tried to attack them. But in their eyes, the doll technically hasn't done anything. The problem is their son. He's the one that needs to be going to therapy. They are, not them trying to burn something that he adores.
Yeah. So basically, like, talk to me, damn it, or else I'll throw you in the fire. And
you stupid bitch, you filthy slut. I'll teach you to fuck with me.
Like Chucky. God, he used to have such a temper. And so Harold, that's how Harold walks up in there, though. He like, what the hell going on here? I told y'all not to touch my doll. And so, Slappy says, say the spell. And he
Num yo renge kill, num yo renge kill, num yo renge kill.
And so Harold says the spell. Prudence, Penelope, Patricia, Melinda, Astrid, Helena, Laura, and Grace, Hallowell, witches stand strong beside us, vanquishes evil from time and space. And so he turns his parents into puppets. Again, we don't understand what happens to them because we just see fat cheeks. So for all we know,
right. And you would think if they turn into a doll, they would like topple over and just hit the ground
or shrink. I don't know if the special effects was busy, but we just get weird, like frozen faces. So, I mean, for all we know, I don't know. Like, I literally don't know. But yeah, they turn into Alvin and the Chipmunks. And Harold is completely gone at this point. And so he shows up to the talent show. And this is where I'm thinking he told Slappy what Sarah had told him about her friends, because he just goes in. I mean, he like, look, I'm here on the stage and I'm the star. So, and then he calls out Sarah. That's the thing that really threw me out. He's like, so Sarah, tell me about Ben. We heard he kissed like a motherfucking golden retriever. What's up with that? And so Ben like, wait, what? You don't have to correct me on these names, because I get their names mixed up. He's like,
Eliza,
oh, Eliza, you ain't no virgin, you a hoe. And
Victoria.
Victoria, wait, no. Maybe it's Victoria. Who's the hoe? One of them's a hoe, and somebody hit somebody's car. I don't know. They were sitting next to each other. They were sitting next to each other. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
And
They're
then
not
he's like,
actors.
yeah, he's like, Nora, you are a virgin. So I guess Nora is supposed to be like the slut, and she's not. I don't know. I don't understand her point in the group. And so basically he just tells them all their business, and they're like, what the hell? And so the teacher, she's like, get off the stage, go to the principal's office, you're done. And so Harold steps off stage, and Sarah's like, Sarah's like, do it! Slap me, bitch. And she like, how can you do this? How could you tell all that? That was private. And Harold like, you shouldn't have told me, which is the realest line of the show, because I'm like,
correct.
Yeah, why'd you tell him? And so she's like, well, I can't be your friend no more. Harold like, girl, you only want to be my friend because it made you feel good. I was your charity kiss. And so the gang rolls up on Harold, but they don't fight him. I don't understand.
They
I
actually
just don't.
take their anger out on the person that started this, which was Sarah, because she shouldn't have told those things to anybody.
Yeah. And Sarah, Sarah, why were you making out with Ben? Anywho, but see, what happens is, they're like, exposition. Harold wasn't acting like this until the doll, and then here go Nora. The doll's evil. We gotta kill it. And I was like, we're in danger. And I was like, Nora, where are you getting this from? Who are you talking to? See, again, I feel like even with like Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps, like there would be a part where the kids would go and talk to some elder seer, or like not a mind reader. What do you call them? A tarot reader, or like somebody, a psychic, somebody who would let them know the doll is evil. Nora
Somebody
just knows.
Exposition.
Yes, like Mr. Star Doe.
No, Mr. Accent on the dough.
Right. And like this doesn't happen. Sarah's just like, the doll's evil and we're in danger. And I'm like, where are you getting this from? Like,
I think Sarah might be a practicing witch.
Yeah. So anyway, Nancy, I bind you, Nancy, for doing harm against other people and harm against yourself. And so they decide
they got to go get the doll away from Biddle. So they hatch a plan to get the doll, and we switch to a scene where they meet at the baseball diamond, dressed in all black.
Mac, all dressed in black,
with silver buttons all down her back. She asked her mother for 15 cents to see the elephants jump over the fence. They jumped so high, they touched the sky, and they didn't come back till the 4th of July. Thank you.
That's the whole song?
Yes.
Oh my God. I just know she dressed up like a bad bitch and was about to go out in that black dress. That's all I know. I didn't know why did she need to borrow money from her mother? Sounds broke. And so they're at the house now. And so, these are the flashbacks, the first episode, but you're seeing it from their perspective, where they really just kind of sneak in and they go into the house. They go straight, Ben runs straight to the basement and he finds Slappy, and he's like talking to Slappy, and Slappy, this is when he sees that Slappy can talk, because he's like, oh no, motherfucker, I'm about to kill your ass. And so Slappy,
get your fucking hands off me, you dirty ape.
Oh my God. Slappy is racist. And so Slappy gains magnetism, earthquake, geokinetic powers, and starts shaking up the house. So that's what caused everything to fall in the first episode of the show. It was Slappy, because he's magical now, leprechaun. And so the kids freak out and they're like, oh my God. And so Ben tells everybody the doll's evil. And so they're like, oh, well, we have to help Harold. And so Harold is, running into the basement. And so
Mm-hmm.
they go knocking on the door. Again, I don't understand. Why did they knock on the door? Why didn't they just open the door? I don't know. They knocking on the door, and that's when, he's like, leave me alone. And so he falls, the candle, boom. And so they run out the house, and they're like, oh, Harold's dead. Like, they don't even try to go and see if there was a chance that he might be alive. Like, maybe he just has 3rd-degree burns. They literally are just like, no, he did. And so Ben drops the case, and Slappy's like, I'm alive. You thought I was dead? And so Ben, I can't even think of a good analogy. So he beats him up like Craig beat up Debo, and he disconnects his neck, head, thumbs, legs. Like, Ben just tears him apart. And I'm like, was that necessary? Why does Ben have blonde hair? It was just okay. Anyway,
Okay, I'm Googling, when was Meteor Man released?
Oh my God. Because, okay, maybe, do that, because I remember, because I follow him on Instagram, and I remember when he was like, I'm dyeing my hair for a new role. And I'm like, what is the significance of Ben having blonde hair? Because he filed in the future.
Meteor Man was released August 6, 1993.
I hate references like this. Why? Now, I hate them. A writer did that on purpose. See, this is how I know. And now that the strike is over, we need to just go ahead and go to Hollywood, because we can do this.
Hollywood swinging. But the kids,
who would have caught that? Who would have caught that?
Me. But the kids are like, yes, our parents are innocent, except for Isabella. Isabella's like, nah, I still believe my mom did it. That bitch. And
well, actually, Lucas is like, some of our parents are innocent. And he threw that little light shade, but Isaiah caught it. He caught it. He didn't let it fly by. He caught it.
But I mean, all of them are guilty because A, they broke into his house. B, they took something from him, which caused his death. If you die in the scene of a robbery, you did it. You go to jail too. So they did kill him. 2nd-degree murder, manslaughter.
I thought you were gonna say, if you die in the Matrix, you die for real. I thought you were gonna say that.
I mean, so after the kids say that, Nathan goes off. He ain't innocent. What you talking about? He did it. He killed him. He killed Harold. They went into his house, literally what I just said. And Margot's like, wait, how are you supposed to know all this? And Nathan goes, oh, you wanted a twist, eh? Come on, episode 6, let's get sickening. And then he does a death drop. And the kids are like, the fuck is this?
Well, okay.
He reveals himself to be Harold, the HBIC Biddle.
Oh, shit. Oh, hell nah. In comes this bitch, Harold, from last season.
Well, why does he reveal himself to be bald and burnt? Why couldn't he just reveal his regular self?
I guess he's trying to show them, like, this is what your parents did to me. Also, we do have to acknowledge that I Know What You Did Last Summer references that were very, very prominent when because they decide to, because they want to burn the doll first. And Nora's like, it won't burn. Again, Tiffany, how does she know this information? Because only Harold's parents tried to burn him. Okay, so Nora's a witch. We're going to go with that. She's a charmed one. And so that's what we're going to go with, because I don't know how she knows this, but they decide to bury him, and they're like, let's do the graveyard. And so this is when Eliza's like, no, we'll just do it my old mill.
My old family mine.
Like, why do they have all this? Like, y'all are just rich for no reason. And so that we're left to assume that's where they buried him, and we're hopefully they buried him in pieces, like not all together. Which is why they're finding, like, eyeballs, testicles, and everything else.
Yeah, they got to separate the heart, like in Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah. And so this is where you get that I Know What You Did Last Summer, because, like, we'll never speak of this again. We'll take it to our grave. And I'm like, writers, really?
Seen it before.
Like, this never ends well when y'all take stuff to your grave. And so, yeah. And so that ends the episode with another great soundtrack. I cannot wait to stop recording and go watch this next episode.
Bye. I'm just kidding.
that kept me going. Now that kept me going. And I appreciate the Biddle gang for being somewhat smart enough. I'm sorry, Tiffany, I would not have sat through this whole story. it just, I wouldn't have sat through
Nah,
this whole story.
right. You better give me the Cliff's Notes, bitch.
But they do get vindication for their parents, at least to them, that their parents were trying to help Harold because
No,
he
they
is
weren't.
being manipulated by an evil doll. They went about it the wrong way. Because again, I don't understand the whole. He's in the basement. It's on fire, and we're just gonna assume he's dead. Like, oh no, he did. Like it would have taken a while for him to. I don't. Okay, I just feel like I don't know. As someone who watches a lot of 911 shows, I feel like maybe if we had called the paramedics, maybe if we called the fire department, maybe if we have got him some CPR, he would have been fine.
Yeah, there had to have been a window or even a door down there as well.
Yeah, because I mean, you can see the fire from outside the house, so I don't know. It just seems like they kind of just prematurely assumed he was dead, much like I Know What You Did Last Summer. And
I'm on
so,
Isabella's side. They did it.
Isabella don't give a damn about her mama. That's why she want her to go down. Like,
Biddle died by fire. How can we use this? All right, so for this episode, so this is probably going to be like my second favorite episode so far. So I'm going to give this one, let's say an 8. Yeah, I'm going to do an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I need Slappy to like really start doing stuff. Like instead of just reading, I need him to like really start fighting and, you know, showing us what he's made of.
Okay.
What say you?
Well, first I want to know what your first favorite episode is. The
first episode.
Oh, okay. So I'll give it I'm gonna give it 8.5. I'm gonna get 8.5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8.5.
Why?
And well, I mean, it was just a good episode. Like first, it felt longer than the other episodes, even though I know it wasn't. But I just like the whole flashback aspect, and I don't know, it just worked. I guess it just really worked outside of Nora just knowing things she shouldn't know. If they had explained that a little bit more, then it would probably be a 9 for me. But it was just like, because again, how do you know this? Like before episode 10, we better find out how Nora just knows that things are evil and there's danger and you can't burn puppets. Like I need her to explain.
Nora better jump on a fucking broom and fly away. It better happen.
Yeah. So okay, well she stopped taking her medication, so she better be out of the mental institution and she better do some explosing.
So that will do it. That is episode 6, Night of the Living Dummy. Be sure to catch up with us next time when we review episode 7, which is called Give Yourself Goosebumps. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter X at Boo Shakalaka Pod. Please rate our podcast. We love constructive criticism. And anything else?
Vote for Miss Vita Bowen in this week's drag show.
What? Yeah, do all of that. All right, this is Tiffany. You guys have a great one.
Au revoir, Pee-wee. Au revoir.